Good morning, viewers. You're watching the Savera and I'm Shefali. US President Donald Trump announced that he had signed an executive order imposing a 10% tariff on imports from all countries, signaling a significant escalation of his trade agenda following the Supreme Court's decision to invalidate his earlier sweeping import duties. Trump stated that the new global tariff implemented under Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974 would take effect almost immediately and remain in place for approximately 5 months. Now, during this period, investigations could be conducted to determine fair tariffs for trading partners. When asked whether the duties could extend beyond 150 days, Trump indicated that the administration retained flexibility to adjust the tariffs as needed. The Supreme Court has earlier ruled 6-3 that Trump's use of the International Emergency Economic Act's power to impose tariff without congressional approval was invalid. Trump criticized the decision as deeply disappointing and expressed shame over certain members of the court. Trump argued that although the ruling restricted tariffs under the IEEPA, it did not constrain other executive authorities. He suggests that he retained board powers to impose trade measures, including embargoes and higher tariffs if deemed necessary, and cited Justice Brett Kavanaugh's distinct, which he said indicated the future presidential tariff authority might remain largely intact. He emphasized that the administration has alternatives to protect U.S. trade interests, including Section 301 unfair trade practice investigations, which are being launched to address perceived unfair practices by other countries and companies. While Section 122 tariffs are implemented to 150 days and are capped at 15% tariff, indicating that additional measures under Section 232 National Security or Section 301 could result in higher tariff. He noted that countries with a history of unfair treatment could face steeper tariffs, while others could receive more favorable rates. U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greek added the details of the new Section 301 investigations could be released soon and described them as legally robust. The Supreme Court ruled had created uncertainty over around $175 billion in tariff revenue collected in the past year, which may be subject to potential refunds. Trump indicated that any reimbursement would likely require prolonged litigation. Treasury Secretary Scott Bennett noted that the court had not provided guidance on funds and expected the matter could take weeks, months, or even years to resolve. Despite the court setback, the administration expects that the combination of Section 122, Section 232, and Section 301 measures would largely maintain tariff revenue for 2026. With the executive order now in effect, Trump has reinforced that the tariffs will continue to be a central component for his trade strategy. That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to the Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.